as we get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Coastal Carolina Chargers Raiders offense will have the football first. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Shakes off. And another broken tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Might as well give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about it.
On the run, it's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Off the play fake. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target. Just catching the football that's a little bit slippery sometimes. You'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Safe completion on the screen. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They got an explosive play on a running back screen.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I'll tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand, at least hold them to three.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
It's been really good for the defense to take the bend and break mentality and really going up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mids offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch move. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Nate. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want
this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Gives to the quarterback. Runs through a tackle. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Woodson. He lobs one high down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll try it again. Got enough for the first down. At the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. Breaks into the line. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Flips it out in the front. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
It's a reverse. He'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
On final in a huge top 25 showdown, here's how it went down. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Fires to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys, and the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Navy will have to punt it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Coastal Carolina has the shot to clear offense headed back to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It'll be incomplete. Tries to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
When you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. The defense, they were expecting a run. They were physical, and they were able to force it.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And it seems easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, I think this is a guy who needs to split him out and feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so trying to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. Hard running there. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone defenses are the ones that run the ball back. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Able to make the tackle, and now before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And when we talk about great young defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Chanticleers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, because obviously this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half.
Turning it off! Gets it past the mark. Stopped at the 44-yard line after the 10-yard gain. To the air, it's Woodson. Caught over the middle, it's Harvey. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that one.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Chanticleers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the right. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go on.
That's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half. They're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake.
their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Motion from the back. They'll run the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price paid after that hit.
This offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The option look. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Woodson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And it's right down the middle.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick. Nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside is 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And this offense has been a story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Woodson. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Send the tight end in motion. Hands it off. And he's stopped by that big defensive tackle up front.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There he goes.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, and they have to get to work on this drive. Finds the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh center down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
Give to the running back. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pass, and finally down to 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Dropping back, it's Woodson. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll ride his man on the option. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, kind to move and throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there. The defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down, it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to third.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Let's go. Right. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here.
pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the shot to clears look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got a chance. It's a fumble. He's able to get back on top of it just in the time. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice. But that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job of it.
The shot that clears caught on line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is that everybody read it. You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly to run it back, and you have to be able to understand where I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he's a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
It's complete to the left. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive
touchdown, shot to clear. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Navy will go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't move up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Edwards. They'll give him a couple that leaves him 3rd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in your hands so long as you don't turn it over.
And the shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try to get outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Woodson. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab it in the backfield. It's Hodges. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The shot that clears will punt this one away. Coastal Carolina has it. The shot to clear offense headed back to the field. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quarterback takes a knee.